Hey guys, it's Derek. I think it's like day 8 or 7 or something. I don't even know. But all I know is I've been working on this website for the past 3 days. Today's day 3 in a row, and I haven't even touched client work, which is kind of scary because I have to get back to client work. But this website, as I keep mentioning, is bottlenecking everything. So that's why I'm putting so much effort into it. Anyways, just to update, side tangent with the cats, the kittens screaming in the river. I no longer hear their screams anymore. So maybe they passed away or they found an escape. So I don't know, side tangent. And as I'll show you exactly what I've done now. So in my homepage, I've gone ahead and updated the videos. So right here, I made this video through CapCut, and I did a lot of Webflow showcase videos. So it's kind of like a montage. At the end of the day, these are just After Effects template. And then there was a time where I hired someone to help me do this because I don't have the time, or I don't find it efficient for me to download a After Effects Illustrator template and slapping the content, So I got the person to do it. But when you get someone to do it, it's like it's not up to your standard, which is fair, but it's kind of annoying at the same time. So anyways, that's all the videos. And I can sit here and be like, is this the best? Is this the best? Is this the best? But I can just update it later. So that's what I'm relying on. And you'll notice at the end of this video, I just put this random intro thing, which I was just exploring. Like this thing right here. I didn't even know what this was, but now I'm actually using it. So, haha. It's like a Marvel intro type thing. It looks pretty cool. So that's that. And I've just increased the space just to make it look like very breathable. And it's just, yeah, before this video was taking like too much of the screen. So now it's like better proportions. I think you'll notice I've added this custom scroll bar from my previous site. And all this is done. This layout is immaculate. I still want that cursor with the ball effect. And this, instead of saying I've worked with some amazing clients or amazing brands, I'm thinking of making it like get to know me more or something. And it takes me to the about page. This I still need to build in a CMS. So a lot of work needs to be done in order to like build the CMS and then populate it with content. And these I don't want to neglect that. But at the same time, I'm willing to just push the website live, even though that's not 100% complete. So here, I'm not sure if I mentioned, but a rounded long-term digital partner just to make it more balanced. This video right here, probably outdated, but it's okay. I think I mentioned this course, so that's cool. If I didn't, I don't even remember because, wow, I don't know if I mentioned this last video, but I'm just going to mention it again. So these are the testimonials that I pulled from YouTube that I had to go in one by one in this, sketch file right here. Where was it? It was like I don't think I mentioned this, so it's cool. I don't even know where it was, but somewhere here. Wait, not this one. So many files. This one right here, where I just pulled it from my YouTube. Where is it? You can see I'm building these. This is how I built the thing. Kind of like got inspired by Ryan Seagal and people from Flux Academy, and people might be like, oh, you stole it, etc. But I can't sit here overthinking like, oh, let me make the best product. So I just did it, and I can change it later if someone, disses me. But at the end of the day, if someone's dissing you or someone's hating on you, then that's how you know you're winning. As just like David Goggins said, like you never meet a hater who's doing better than you. So there you go. Then where is it? Here, these are all the YouTube comments that I took. So I had to manually take the headshot and these like random handles just to make it look cool. It's about balancing the visuals. That's what I like doing. And then I just kind of took inspiration from Teller, like the card design, but there it is. All built through the CMS. And not only that, but it also has proper SEO. So these are now review embeds, which is amazing. So maybe I can show you real quick. So you can see right here, this has a review embed, which I still haven't added it to the top, but it's pulling full name and testimonial. And in the past, I put the testimonial as a rich text element, just like my FAQs, but I realized they have to be in a text block in order for Schema to properly link it in the CMS. Because you can't use dynamic content with rich text element at this stage. So yeah, rich text allows you to style the text better, allows you to put line breaks, but I can't do that. But again, it's not, there's always solutions to everything. So I don't know if anyone's following me, but you can use rich text, and then you can also just use a normal text in order to reference the testimonial. So I could have done that as well if anyone catches my drift. I'm just really excited to share, to be very honest. I don't really care. Like, I'm just genuinely excited. I've been doing this for like 3 days. Sometimes I can't sleep. And the first thing when I wake up, I'm like, I want to do this. Like, even now, I want to do this, but I have to do client work. You know what I mean? So it's it's a pain in the ass. And sometimes when I get too deep into client work, it's like I no longer have the desire anymore. So I'm just glad like most of the stuff is pretty much there and I'm pretty happy with. So these testimonials, I need to put this into a CMS. And like I said, this orange highlight text, I like this effect. So most likely I'm going to put this in a rich text element as well as a different paragraph text in the CMS as separate fields so I can reference it in a schema markup, as I just kind of alluded to. And then I kind of fixed the scroll bar at the bottom. It didn't let me scroll all the way to the bottom, as you can see, probably because of that smooth scroll. So currently I have a smooth scroll effect on my website, almost like a trackpad. That's that. Then the learn the Webflow, which I'm sure I've talked about, but if I didn't, I'm just going to say it again. We have a waitlist right here, which has just been restyled. This element is a repeated section. This right here, just deciding what to put, what buttons to put. I put a lot of effort into this. I'll be very honest. So when someone builds a website, they might not care because it's for a client or something. Usually I do care, but I put a lot of thought into this. That's all. So I hope people can see. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, I'm really passionate. Anyways, let's go through each one of the pages. So Webflow development right here, I've updated these icons to just show people's faces because it looks better. Originally, I wanted to put the YouTube logo here, but it looked really off. So I just keep it like that. Then I'm going to update this video right here, which I have a lot of content because I filmed the past 2 years on my YouTube channel. And wow, looking back, it's like, cool. I'm glad I did the YouTube channel, Like I put 64 videos, more than 60. I think I have 120. You know what? Let's go ahead and check it right now. YouTube, Derek Su, Webflow. At the time of recording this video, 18th of May, I have 2.7 thousand subscribers. So if you're watching this, thank you so much for your subscription. But I have 190 videos. So I put some effort. I invested in this, and I didn't even know if it was going to pay out. But I praise God that this is part of my strategy now. I can go ahead and link these videos, which I'll show you shortly, and yeah, all this stuff. Like it's going to add nicely to my website, and I have plans for my website, Lord willing, to like expand it. I think one main downfall, I don't know if it's downfall, there's always pros and cons. It's like my whole website is my name, dereksu.com.au. So firstly, if I do something incorrect, it's going to ruin my whole reputation, which is actually in the Bible. But anyways, I can expand stuff like fitness, in the future. If I ever do fitness, I can just easily slap it in this website with already SEO juiced up, stuff like that. And I know how to build websites, praise God. So I can do that. I can pivot. So I praise God. Anyways, here we have the, free tutorials and then just this testimonial, which I'm pretty sure I've already told you. Need to update these images. FAQs right here. So I kind of adjusted this so it's kind of aligned to the top with 3 rem padding. So it just does this. I'll probably make this image sticky to the left. That's an outdated image. Wow, it's my old workplace. It's crazy sometimes looking back at it, and then these images I can update as well. And then that's that. Then website design. I'm sure you've seen this. So I still need to build the CMS to, add screenshots or something here. So I need to do that. And then that's that. And then also graphic design, same thing. I think this one built into a CMS or just whatever, just show images. I'm not really fussed about graphic design here. And then about page, so get to know me. I've updated a couple of things. So right here, I've updated these videos. Took me a while to get to this stage of like what video to put. You may notice this horizontal scroll bar. It obviously wouldn't be here. But we have best startup. We have carry animations, relatable podcast, racket sports, gym, wannabe ninja, exchange student, wandering human. So even this video right here, like I didn't know what to put. I have a very like visual in my head, like I want this, this, and this, but it takes time to make the video. So anyways, I just put a random video that I've already edited in a way, but I was originally going to go into my hard drive, go into like photos of the past and put a montage of like photos of myself. But anyways, this looks cool and I can always update it. So that's the thing, I can always update it. So I'm happy for now. I've re-added existential crisis with a Bible quote from the book of Ecclesiastes 1:2, one of my favorite books in the Bible. Then this updated image right here, which I think looks cool. Then my favorite TV shows, people and topics I find very interesting. I'm planning to make these a hyperlink just for a small Easter egg. Full work history right here, and followed by these images, which I have updated. So you can see it's updated now. And that's it. So the next page is testimonials, which I'm sure you've seen, recommendations you've seen, contact us you've seen, but now it's the showcase and the case studies which I haven't built. So I've been working this morning on the showcase. So this is what it looks like. If I actually, oh yeah, this is it. So made in Webflow, explore, projects, and this is essentially a CMS that holds all the projects that I'm going to upload. And it took a while to, come to this design. Maybe I should have done a time lapse, but essentially I have a video just showcasing, what this is. I'll probably put a GIF image because it looks more visually appealing. But this is exactly pulled from my YouTube channel on web. So it all added up. And now you can see here, I've only added 16 projects, but you can filter between the years completed. So I only want to see 2022, and I only want to see e-commerce sites, for example. So that's one right there. Right now, the filter's working as an and logic. So, 2022 or e-commerce. So showing both, but I'm going to make it an and logic. So it has to be both combined, if that makes sense. Then here in industry, there's a bug with the scroll bar because I'm probably using that smooth scroll thing, but you can filter between different industries. Obviously, I made this a scroll auto, otherwise it'll take too much space. So these small details that I kind of already, knew based on my previous client work. So everything's just coming together. And if you click into one of them, let's say, for example, I think it was this the agency? No, it was entertainment. It was, let me reset all. So there's even a reset all button. It was let's party tonight. If I click into this, I want to have that thumbnail image. But if I did do a Webflow showcase video, I want it to display here. And then right here, you can see I'm going to update this to be just a screenshot of the website. Here, you can hit the live website. He's going to pull the tags. And then just a client testimonial on the right with that schema markup or review. And then probably promoting my course right here, LOL. And then, that's that. And I don't know if I'm going to put like view-related projects, which I probably will. But that's pretty much what I've done. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty proud of this website. I'm excited for the launch. It's going to be a soft launch. I'm not going to make a LinkedIn post saying, "Oh, look at me, I made a new website." But I will be promoting my course heavily, and I'll subconsciously promote my new website by saying, "Hey, check out my Webflow showcase," and then link into my website. But I don't think I'm going to do a post like, "Oh, hey guys, I did my website. Oh, look at me, I'm so important." Like I don't really care about that. So, but yeah, I think it's a big step up from my previous site. Let's just quickly go look at it right now. I'm just glad that I spent a lot of time, which I've done a video how I got to this stage of this website, how I came up with the design, because I genuinely like the style, and I'm just remaking it for better conversion, for better positioning, because my service offering and positioning and my skill level has increased. So it's cool to see that progress. But the general premise and the layout, like for example, this layout I love, is still there. It's still there right here. Just fixed up font size and changing it from viewport width, ephemeral units, wizardry style to just pixel/rems. So small changes like that, and just building on my skill set. I've always worked on client projects, but I haven't updated my own internal stuff. So I'm super excited, especially for this course. Like I kind of see it now. So I'm like, let's go. And I'll just show you my Notion list, because why not? Look at this. Internal work on the business. Nothing changes if nothing changes. This photo right here was taken, it's a special photo for me because it was taken when I said to myself, I'm gonna do this course, and it's been like over 1 year. And I look at this image and I get annoyed. It's almost like my 90-day fitness journey when I was sitting with my high school, my uni friends, and I told them I'm gonna get fit. Now it's been a year, and I was so annoyed that I did that 90-day documentary thing. And then this background is like me and my one of my close friends, best friends from Malaysia. We were working together in this apartment, which literally was the exact same apartment 1 year ago, but just different room, if that makes sense. So these photos just remind me of like, wow, nothing changes. If I just keep doing the same thing, another year's going to go by, and it's just going to be like, what's the difference, So I really want to move away from client work, reduce it from like 95%, maybe 85%, because I'm doing 85% client work, maybe 15% YouTube. And I just want to reduce the client work to like less than 50%, and then focus more on the course and YouTube videos, to be frank. That's my plan, at least. It's up to the Lord to establish my path. But here is like a plan, course creation, fixing internal processes, and this new website, which I would say is about 70% done. I still need to, add all the CMSs and make it mobile responsive and do the bug test. But super excited. Thank you for watching. I'm probably going to make another video after this. I guess this is going to be parts. Let's take a look at Teller. You know, this is behind the scenes. I've recorded like, this is my 7th or 8th clip. This is about 15-minute long. I'm just going to release it on YouTube stage by stage. But yeah, thank you. Speaking with passion. I got a haircut, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.